in the sky, gazing far into the night.
Right then boys, it's day 13 of road to 234, and like normal I'm currently on my way to the gym, and today we've got back, triceps and hamstrings, and I'll be going over exactly how to warm up for deadlifts to prevent injury and lift as much weight as possible. So, one sec. And I've been watching quite a bit of Ninjago recently, which has been quite nice. Season 7, The Hands of Time. So yeah, and as of the time of recording, it's Monday the 29th of June. So yeah, I'm thinking deadlifts, tricep pushdowns, T-bar rows, and so on. I probably will not record warm-up sets for any other exercise but deadlifts, just because they're similar most weeks, so I don't see a point in recording them. But anywho, I'll see you guys when I reach the gym. See you there. Right then guys,
look at this dude.
Right then guys, just reached the gym. If you're wondering what happened with the whole cycle lock being lost, I'm using my dad's bike chain just for those of you who are interested. And got the cycle chained up, and I'll see you guys inside for warm-ups for deadlifts. See you there. Right then guys, now we're going to go over how I like to warm up for some deadlifts, because as you guys already know, my goal is by the end of the year to deadlift 4 plates, which is 180 kilo, and this is just to win next year's school powerlifting competition. So the first thing I like to start off with is some stretches. Now I just feel like this helps with a bit of the blood flow, and it just loosens up my hips, so I feel better when deadlifting. Then I like to superset some lat pull downs with some lying hamstring curls, and I just do like a couple of these supersets. And the reason I do this is because the lats in the back and the hamstrings are muscles that are used a lot when you're deadlifting, so it's a really good idea to warm them up to prevent pulling my back out. Then moving over to the actual deadlift platform, I do a few more stretches like some lunges and whatnot, just again helping me with the blood flow, and so I feel better when deadlifting. Then I go into lots and lots of warm-up sets. I just like doing a bunch of warm-up sets because it's like useful to get your body moving in the correct way and make sure you don't pull your back out like Ronnie Coleman, and you could just lift as much weight as possible. So I just start off by pulling the bar for about 7 reps. Then go on to 60 kilo aside because I took a 20 kilo plate, and I do that for about 3 reps. And then as my last warm-up set, I do 100 kilo just for a single rep. And it may seem like a lot of warm-up sets, but it's just useful because it's like it gets your body slowly used to it. It's like when you're talking to someone, you wouldn't go in and like immediately talk like they're your best friend and you've known them for years. You would slowly ask them kind of like, what's your name and stuff like that. And it works similarly right here. So you go in slowly and you slowly build your way up. So that's how to warm up. And then for the working sets for deadlift here, I did 130 kilo I think for a rep and a half, and then I dropped it to 120 kilo, which I got for 2.5 reps. Was it 2.5? Sorry, 3 reps. And then for the third set, I pulled 120 again for another 3 reps. And then I drop the weight again to 110 and just do 4 reps for my last set. And this is just a program that I've got online from at the Angus Whitby, and it helped him improve his deadlift really quickly. So I reckon it'll work for me. So then I went onto the triceps, did some tricep push downs, going nice and heavy, warming up with 35 kilo for about 5 reps. And then I pushed 65 kilo, which you're seeing now, for about 6.5 reps, I think it was. And then for my second set, I kept it at 65 kilo and I pushed it for, I think it was about 5 reps. So, just 2 sets here, going nice and heavy on the triceps. Then moving on, I went onto some chest support T-bar row, just going back to the back. And this just feels really good because the chest support lets me get a nice stretch. And then, because you can stretch over the pad. And so I warm up here with just the handle for a few reps, about 5 reps. Then chuck a 20 kilo plate on and do it for about a couple reps. Then for the working set, which you can see here, I do, seems to be 35 kilo for, I think it was 5 reps. And then I drop it to about 32.5 kilo and get about 6 reps, I think it was, my second set. And yes, this just feels really good because you can get a nice stretch at the bottom and then really squeeze the shoulder blades up at the top and get a nice pump on the upper back. Then just to properly hit the hamstrings because, they don't get proper attention with the deadlifts. I do some lying hamstring curls. And now for this, just warm up with a 10 kilo plate for about 5 reps. So they already feel a little bit warm from the deadlifts. But I feel like it's always a good idea to do at least one warm-up set just because it kind of gets your brain used to the movement, if you know what I mean. Like it's a new movement. Like you've just gone from doing something from the back to the hamstring. So the brain needs a setting up phase, if that makes sense. So onto the hamstrings, and then after the warm-up set, I do 16.25 kilos for about 5 reps, I think. And then on the second set, which you're seeing here, I drop it down to, I think it's about 15 kilo for about 5 reps again. So, just 2 sets here, and it lets me strengthen up my hamstrings and helps me reach my goal of deadlifting 180 kilo because they're a useful muscle. Then just to round up the triceps, I really like the feeling of the superset that I do, where basically I do these skull crushers on a bit of an incline bench with the easy bar. Then it's like when I hit failure, I would drag the easy bar forward onto my chest and then just burn out with some close grip presses. And you get a really nice burn on the triceps here. Really good finisher for a good pump at the end. And yeah, I've just been doing that a long time and it feels really good. So I just warm up with 10 kilo aside for just 1 or 2 reps as feeler reps. Then go on to, as in I keep it 10 kilo aside for my working sets as well. And I do about 6.5 reps for my first set, and then 5.5 reps for my second set. So as I said, like, the skull crushers just help because it like trains your triceps when they're nice and stretched, and then the closed grip presses are just a really nice burnout. And then I finish off the workout by doing some underhand grip lat pull downs. And so this is just going to target some of the lats, and I really like this plate loaded machine because you get a really nice like squeeze at the bottom, and it kind of locks you in properly with the chest pad, so you can't like cheat the reps much. So I start with 20 kilo a side here, going about 3 reps just to warm up. Then chuck, I think it was 35 kilo a side for about 6.5 reps. And then second set, keeping it at 30 kilo, get about 5.5 reps. And you know, this just targets the lats. And then I just finish off the workout by doing a little bit of posing, showing off the pump. And yeah, so I just do some posing with the shirt on and without, hitting some really nice back shot. Oh, sorry, shots from the, not shots from the back. Like as in posing of my back. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. So you guys can just chill to some posing, and in the meanwhile, I'll just go over again like what the warm up is for deadlifts, because that's the main takeaway I'd say for this video. So I like to start off with some stretches because it helps me feel like I can get some more blood flow going. Then I superset some lat pull downs and hamstring curls. Just helps warm up the muscles that you're going to be using anyway, so you might as well get them warm. Then I do a little bit more stretching right before doing a bunch of warm-up sets, which are just gonna like kind of walk into the movement, if that makes sense. So I guess that's all for now, and I'll see you guys when I'm on the way home from the gym. Right then guys, just finished up that back, hamstrings and tricep workout. Currently on the way home, and cycling home feels quite a bit tougher today because the bike chain is bike chain weighs about 1 kilo or 2, so quite a bit of added weight, but good cardio and a good quad contact from cycling. Just a fun time. So yeah, overall good workout. I hope you guys got something from seeing how to warm up for deadlifts. I'll post the full workout log on screen here, both my log and the like the exercises and sets and rep range, so you guys can literally copy it step by step if you'd like to. But yeah, I guess that's all for this video. Just a bit out of breath from cycling. So yeah, thank you all for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. And fucking what's it? Rubbish truck. Yeah. So anyway, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow's video. Bye.